Can I beat Pokemon Silver with only an Aipom?
I be rolling with the squad, we be going so hard like whoa.
So at first glance on Aipom's base stats, its defenses, both physical and special, are not all that great. A huge concern when knowing gym leaders Chuck, fighting Pokemon, and other leaders that have high attack power would be a great threat. Speed's great, of course, and that's nice. Attack power is solid. The downside, unfortunately, the strongest learn move is Swift, which has only a base power of 60. Anything stronger will require some sort of TM or an HM move, which it can learn plenty here as well. Scratch attack is not all that powerful nor impressive, but at least it's coupled with Tail Whip until it can be replaced at Screech when it levels up. So first things first, let's discuss the rules of this challenge. I can only use Aipom in all battles. Other Pokemon are only present for HM use only. No use of glitches or exploits, including Game Shark codes. No items in battle unless they were already held, such as a berry or the usage of pokeballs to catch wild Pokemon. Now that we have the rules established, let's get underway. So I've used this Pokemon Randomizer app to replace one of the 3 main starter Pokemon with Aipom here. Because Aipom is a normal type, it does not matter which one. However, I flipped a coin and Chikorita was chosen as a sacrifice. So bye bye Chicky and hello Aipom. Yep, that was a bad joke, I know, and I apologize for that. So our rival will pick Cyndaquil and we're off on our journey. In order for this to be a successful run, especially against our first gym leader Falkner, we must level up some more from battling other trainers and wild Pokemon. So the best place in this period would be the route before Falkner. We eventually found ourselves at the Bellsprout Tower where we received the HM Flash. At level 6, Aipom learns Sand Attack, which will be useful on our journey. At level 12, it will learn Baton Pass and is absolutely useless in this run. Now it's time to face Falkner. So because I made it to level 14 already, fighting against Falkner was fairly easy with a few scratches to take out both his Pidgey and Pidgeot Pokemon. We arrived to the second gym leader Bugsy, who uses bug Pokemon, and we were able to sweep through his team fairly quickly with the use of Scratch, Tail Whip, and Fury Swipes. After beating Bugsy, we decided to give Aipom the TM Mud Slap because of fighting the rival who has a Ghastly and is immune to normal attacks. We continue on in the forest and we find the Farfetch for the gentleman and receive Cut HM. In addition, we also received the TM Headbutt and taught that to Aipom with a power of 70. Before reaching Goldenrod City, I decided to continue with trainer battles on the outskirts of Goldenrod City to continue leveling up. By the time we were ready for Whitney at the Goldenrod Gym, we had leveled up to at least 28. Aipom easily swept through Whitney's team of Clefairy and Miltank with absolutely no problem. We reach Ecruteak City and immediately take on the 5 Kimono girls at the dance theater. Aipom sweeps through all 5 evolutions and we receive HM03 for Surf. Aipom can't learn Surf natively, so we will need to find a water Pokemon that is compatible. So we take on Morty, Ecruteak's gym leader, only to lose a whopping 5 times in a row because of getting cursed by his ghost Pokemon and them surviving my Mud Slap attacks. This means I need to level up enough where I can take them out without them surviving my attacks. At level 37, not only does Aipom still lose to Morty, our Mud Slap attacks were reduced down to 0 by Spite attack. This means we could no longer fight as normal attacks could not hit ghost Pokemon. Because we were also cursed, our battle time indeed was limited. every turn by 25%. After a little bit of leveling up more, we are at level 39 and was successfully able to take out Morty and his ghost Pokemon. We teach Aipom our newly acquired TM Shadow Ball for Morty. Shadow Ball has a power of 80 and should prove very useful. After beating Morty, we finally make our way over to Olivine City, take out the trainers in the lighthouse, travel across the ocean to Cianwood City to pick up the potion as well as take on Chuck. I was afraid initially during my run that it would end here. However, the opposite happened. At level 41, we took 0 damage thanks to headbutt attacks and his Pokemon flinching, so I got lucky. We beat Chuck and found our way back to Olivine City to take on Jasmine after giving her the potion in the lighthouse tower. So we take on Jasmine at level 44. I did not stand a ghost of a chance against her powerful Steelix and was taken out several times. After some training against Team Rocket in Mahogany Town, we made our way to level 50 and still was not enough to take out her Steelix. Unbelievable. From there, I decided instead to venture to Mahogany Town to take on Price. At level 50, we took on Price Ice Pokemon. While we were able to easily defeat his team, we still managed to lose about half of our health throughout that battle. Again, we attempted Jasmine as we made it to level 51, and this time was successful in taking her Steelix out after countless times previously in trying. This was the absolute hardest gym leader thus far in this run. So we finally make our way through the ice path and to Blackthorn City. At this point, we're at level 59 and we absolutely destroy Claire and her dragon Pokemon. We've set our sights on the Elite Four and taking the path to get there. Before reaching the Elite Four, we are stopped by our rival once again. We sweep through the rival easily and continue on to the Elite Four. At level 64, we should, and I mean should, have a clear advantage against most of the Elite Four. As expected, Aipom swept through the first 4 members without losing too much health. For the champion, Lance was a different animal in itself. We not only lost to Lance, but we lost badly over and over and over and over multiple times again. Eventually, we trained until we reached level 74 and we took on Lance again. This time we had success. We beat Lance with just a little more than half our HP left. After beating Lance, we now needed to make our way over to the Kanto region and take on the Kanto gym leaders there. Now, the battles of all gym leaders from Kanto went exactly as expected. If you can beat the Elite Four, you should have no troubles beating majority of these gym leaders, considering that most of their Pokemon are weaker than the Elite Four trainers. I will admit that Gary gave me a run for my money, and I actually lost once to his Pokemon. I had to go a second round to beat him, and I was successful on the second round. And finally, we take on the strongest Pokemon trainer of all, Red. While I did not lose to Red on my first try, I was actually a lot higher in level than most of his Pokemon. Aipom was at level 87, much higher than some of Red's Pokemon. Although I will admit that Red's team did give Aipom a run for its money, and I actually thought I would lose this round. So we managed to pick up the leftovers item from a wild Snorlax. Thanks to leftovers, we were able to recover a small amount of health over time. This would keep us going throughout the match, as well as stand more of a chance against Red's Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. As you can see, we were successful. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'd like to give a huge shout out to MahDryBread, who inspired me from one of his recent videos on how to create a Pokemon challenge and all the steps he took to make that happen. And I will link his channel in the description below. He makes a lot of great content and is one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. If you like this video, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe for more content. If you would like to see more of these videos, please let me know in the comments below.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press